Hi everyone, going to be doing the 12th shelf now, the one just here, mainly like J's, a couple of K's and L's as well. This is what we've got anyway.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 12th shelf of my collection. Let's get on with it, shall we? Island of Death, which is the Vipcar release of it. Pretty decent film, but pretty heavily cut this version. So, one here called The Isle, which I think is Korean, is it, or something? Yeah, it's Korean. Filmed by Kim Ki-duk. Very, very slow moving, but really good. I think there's a few scenes of animal cruelty took out of this for the UK one, bets to do with fish, which is missing out of this, but apart from that, it's complete. Yeah, it runs more like a drama and that, but you know, got some horror elements to it now, and pretty good, that one. The one here called Isolation, I think is Irish. Yeah, that was okay. That it was like a sort of a creature feature almost. Like sort of mutated cow it was set on a farm. It was okay, that was decent. Stephen King's It. That was a great movie, that. I think it was like a mini-series, wasn't it, in a couple of parts originally. Put on one DVD. One of the best, I think, sort of made for TV Stephen King adaptations anyway. Really good, that one. Great movie. It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive. I've got this on like a box set as well. I've got all three on a box set. This one's really good though. It's one of my favourite ones out of the trilogy. Jack Brooks' Monster Slayer, which is a great movie. That really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's got Robert Englund in it. It's quite good monster effects as well in it, and that, you know, a good bit of comedy in it as well. You know, good all round movie, that. Jack Frost, not the Michael Keaton family one. This is a pretty different one. It's like a guy who's sort of like a serial killer or something. I think he escapes and gets killed, and then he sort of ends up becoming a snowman. So some accident with toxic waste or something. He ends up becoming a snowman. Very tongue in cheek, but some decent kills in it, and you know, pretty funny in parts as well. And there's Jack Frost 2, The Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. This one's a bit more comedy than the first one. This is the American region one, but there's not as much gore in it and that, and it's you know, really daft film, but you know, I enjoy it. It's decent. Jack O'Lantern, not bought that, it's just like a cheap pickup I had, not watched it, don't know if it's any good. Jack the Ripper, this was like the British TV sort of mini-series, I think it was in 2 or 3 parts. This is the complete one. I think it's, you know, it's pretty long, it's like, I don't know if it tells the running time on it or not. You know, yeah, got 190 minutes, so like 3 hours 10 minutes. Really good adaptations, like the Jack the Ripper story though. Good performances as well. You know, sort of pretty low on like gore and violence and that, but you know, really good version of the Jack the Ripper story. That. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Yeah, probably the weakest one in the series in my opinion. That, and you know, it wasn't that great. Jason X, which actually I thought was okay. You know, it was very different to the other Friday the 13th. You know, this was obviously set in space, and he gets like a new look, Jason, which I thought was pretty good, but you know, it's very different to the other Friday the 13th. There's no like camp or anything in it, you know, but you know, I thought it was enjoyable for what it was. There's Steven Spielberg's Jaws. That's a great one. That's a classic. That one, everyone's heard of that. You know, great movie. There's Jaws 2, another good one. This was really good. Not as good as the first, but still decent. And Jaws 3. It's one with Dennis Quaid, Lou Gossett Jr. Good casting, that, you know. I used to love this one as a kid. This was my favourite Jaws as a kid. But yeah, you know, it's decent. It's okay. Jeepers Creepers, Victor Salva's Jeepers Creepers. It's a great movie, that, you know. It did get a bit silly sort of towards the end. You know, I like the first bit where you know, I didn't really see the creeper. It was just like that guy chasing him in the van. I thought that was really good, that bit. Just went to, you know, sort of generic monster flick in the second half, but it was still decent. And Jeepers Creepers 2, quite a bit different to the first. I thought it still had the same sort of the still creature in it, like the creeper, but yeah, you know, it was decent. It wasn't a bit different to the first one though. Ju-on the Grudge, so the Japanese Region 3 one. Really good ghost story, that. Probably one of the scariest sort of ghost stories I think I've seen in a while. That was really good. Even the American remake was pretty good as well. So, Juan of the Dead, which is like a sort of Spanish sort of Shaun of the Dead type of film. You know, it's a very sort of a bit more like a spoofy type one, really. Funny sort of characters in it, and that. You know, it's decent. I've seen it before, you know, I've seen it on the horror channel, so that was okay. Junk, It's like a Japanese zombie film. There's the uncut edition. Not really that gory though, really. So it's got uncut edition written on it, but it's a decent zombie film. Kakashi, do you know the Region 3 one there? I think it's another Japanese one. Really good. No one ever never even talks about this. It's basically translates to scarecrows, the word Kakashi. And it's basically like got a really eerie atmosphere. It's like a little village, sort of in the middle of nowhere. Some gothic girl goes to look for a brother or something, and he disappears at this village. And all the people in the villages are like scarecrows, or like, but it's alive but scarecrows. It's a really, really good atmospheric film, that worth checking out. Right, got this one here. Kentucky Fried Zombies. It's got another name, Zombie Diner Gettis or something, I think it was called in America. But called Kentucky Fried Zombies in this country. Not watch it, it's a pound pickle, but I don't know if it's any good or not. Kill Keith, which is like a British sort of, well, it's sort of like a slasher type film, really. It's like this actor called Keith Chegwin is like a breakfast television sort of actor, and basically all these people, from what I can gather, are trying to get this like this job, this presenting job, and all these other presenters who are going for the job end up dying in mysterious ways. It's yeah, it was okay. It wasn't great. I expected a bit more from it. I thought it'd be a bit more funny as well. Kill Zombie, it's a Dutch film. Another one that sort of reminds me a little of Shaun of the Dead. It's this guy here. I think he's split up with his girlfriend or something, and he ends up going to get her back. Tries to get her back because he's trapped in this this like a high-rise building sort of thing. She's trapped in it surrounded by zombies, and he goes to rescue her, but ends up falling for this woman. I think she's a cop or something. But yeah, it's a good film. That decent. I liked it. I've seen it a couple of times. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the Region 1 Midnight Movies edition. That's a great 80s film. Everyone's heard of that. Don't need to say anything about that one. And also got the Region 2 UK one as well. I don't think there's really any difference in it. No. Killer X, which is like was it David Carradine? Sorry, David Carradine. It's sort of like, it's hard to describe. It's sort of like a cross between sort of Reservoir Dogs and sort of Men in Black almost. It's there's a bit of gore in it and stuff as well, but. They got these after he's sort of hunting these alien characters just down there. It was okay. It was a bit low budget and yeah, it was passable. Killjoy, which I really didn't like this at all. Actually, when I watched it, I had to watch it over 3 days. I couldn't sort of hack it. It was a pretty poor movie. Killjoy 2 supposedly is even worse, but I've heard good things about Killjoy 3, so I might check Killjoy 3 out. But didn't like that one at all. The classic King Kong, the old one from 1933. Brilliant film, classic that. Everyone's heard of that film. So. Colobos, which I've heard a few people talk about on YouTube, on the channels, and I've yet to watch it yet, funnily enough, but I've heard good things about it, so I'll check that one out. Laid to Rest, which is a great slasher. I think it's a fairly recent film, 2009 I think it was. Really brilliant character. I love the character of Chrome Skull. It was a really good intense slasher film, and I thought it was really good. That I'm looking forward to seeing the sequel. So, Lair of the White Worm, which is the Ken Russell one. It's like based on a Bram Stoker story. That's a really good film. I used to love this when I was younger. I had this on VHS when I was younger, and it took me ages to find it. Managed to get it off, I think, eBay or something. Only got it on Region 1. I've never seen it re-released in the UK before, so. I think it's been on the Horror Channel a few times, but Amanda Donohoe was really good in that, and she was brilliant in it. Really good film. Lake of Dracula, which is like a Japanese Hammer film, like a sort of a Japanese horror of Dracula almost. I think the Toho people made it as well. Toho, the people who made the Godzilla films, I think they were sort of produced it in there. I think it's from like the early 70s, but it's got a good atmosphere. It's very much like a Hammer film, like a Japanese Hammer film. Lake Placid, the Killer Croc movie. Everyone's heard that. It's a decent film, I quite like that one. And I got the Region 2 Lake Placid as well. When I bought that one, I thought that was it's a similar cover, but Lake Placid 3, which I've yet to watch. I haven't heard good things about it though, so now it's any good. George Romero's Land of the Dead. That was a pretty decent zombie film. That was probably, I think, his last decent zombie film. Really, his last couple have been, fairly average. I really enjoyed that one. That was pretty good. Stephen King's The Langoliers. That was another like mini-series one in a couple of parts. Really like this. It's not as good as it, but it's still decent. That's a Region 1 version as well, that one. So. The Last Broadcast, which is a lot like the Blair Witch Project, but in my opinion I think this was a bit better than Blair Witch. I really like this one. They go in search of the hunt for the Jersey Devil, and yeah, I'm not giving too much away, but yeah, they like interviewing people about the Jersey Devil and things like that, and people are getting killed off. I think the Jersey Devil's killing them off. Yeah, it's like a found footage movie, so yeah, it's decent. The Last Cannibal World. I used to have this on VHS. It was an old Video Nasty as well. I used to have the Video Nasty version. It was just called Cannibal there. But yeah, this is really good. It's like a guy who obviously gets captured by cannibals. They lock him up. They do bad, horrible things to him and that. And he sort of ends up not joining them as such, but trying to live like the cannibals. It's okay, not bad. The Last Lovecraft, which is like an independent film. I really like this. It was really good. I think it's like one that interesting if they ever made a sequel to it. But yeah, you got these guys here. I think one of them's like sort of great grandson to H.P. Lovecraft or something, and it's sort of he has to save the world from Cthulhu and that. It's it's good. It's very tongue in cheek, but I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie that. There's The Last House on the Left. Everyone's heard that, the Wes Craven one. This is like the 2-disc edition. I've got a lot of slipcase as well, but 2-disc edition there. And actually, for once, the slipcase is different to the actual box, which is unusual. So usually they have exactly the same pictures on them. So, to finish this one off, Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, which is it was decent. It was okay. It wasn't one of Hammer's best. It's like the Shaw Brothers and Hammer did a film together, a lot of martial arts and that in it. It was okay. Missing Christopher Lee in it again, but it was pretty good like that. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks for all the subscribers and comments and that again, and it means a lot. Hopefully I'll get another video up soon, hopefully the next couple of days. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks.